He has been in the Brooklyn Comedy Festival. He's a great friend of mine. He's hilarious. You're going to love him. Give it up for Andrew Collin!
Keep it going for everyone you saw tonight. Come on. Even you. What's going on, guys? I'm Jewish. I'm sorry. You laughed. That was not the punchline. He was a fucking Jew. Fucking Jew. I'm Jewish, but I'm from the South, and it's a little different when you grow up from the South and you're Jewish, you know. And in my school, I was one of two Jews in my grade. It was just me and Lisa Canarak, and the kids, they'd call me fun nicknames, you know, like Jew boy, bagel boy, your family runs the media boy. I had this bully, right? I was 12. He was like a friend bully. You know, when you look back, you're like, oh, no, that wasn't a friend, you know? And that guy, I never liked that guy, you know? So I was 12, and he sprayed lighter fluid on the ground, right, in the shape of a swastika. And he lit it on fire, right? That's what we did for fun outside, okay? He was like an artist, you know? And so then we go... we go inside, and he shoots a BB gun at me underneath the bathroom door while he's playing the band Tool, and he's just going, die, Jew, right? I think he added those lyrics, okay? 20 years later, I get an email from the guy. I don't know how he gets my email, right? He just writes me. He goes, Dear Andrew, it's me, Jordan. I don't know if you remember me. And I was like, I remember. Every day, you know? He goes, I just want to say sorry for the bad things I did to you when we were kids. I just want to let you know I'm vegan now. Oh, I learned that day that bullies can change, you know, for the worse. So I just started therapy recently. I don't know if it's because of swastika. I don't know. I started therapy. I didn't realize like I was depressed. You know, this is when I realized I was depressed. Okay, I was on the 1 train, and I could have easily jumped on the 2-3, but then I decided a nice long train ride is just what I needed. And then after 3 extra stops, I was like, oh, I don't want to be on the 1. Yeah, I'd rather be on the tracks. You know, that's how I felt. So I was like, okay, I need a therapist, right? So I go, and they put me on this drug called Lexapro. Have you guys heard of it? I don't know. It's like an anti-anxiety, antidepressant. Did I get a woo? Did I get a woo for Lexapro? Yeah. Are you on it? No. So that was great. Lexapro, woo! You on it? No. So like it's like an anti-anxiety, antidepressant drug, and I was like, my big worry about it is that I would take it and it would work great, and like all my anxiety and all my depression will go away, and then I could just focus on my work without distractions. But then my work is just terrible because I'm dumb, you know, just dumb as shit, you know, because like maybe being smart but not being able to reach your full potential is way better than reaching your full potential, and it's just a donkey playing the triangle, you know? Just. Also, like, Lexapro has horrible side effects, right? You can get numbness, you get a burning asshole, your dick can't get hard, but no anxiety or depression, right? I could just chill. I could sit back and relax with my dumb brain, my soft dick, and my burning asshole, and think, man, life doesn't get better than this, you know? I don't know. I have a lot of anxiety. Like, I think I have a lot of anxiety about sex, you know? Like, when I was 18 and a half, I got an AIDS test when I was still a virgin. I go in, doctor's like, how many sexual partners have you had? I was like, none. He's like, well, what are you doing here? I was like, well, doc, I fingered a girl and I bite my nails. Yeah, he was laughing at me, but the joke was on him. I had AIDS. Oh, I'm good now. You guys just think I had it. That joke goes either way, right? It either goes... That joke either... Yeah, so I don't have it. I just got... Whatever, we could get into it. Whatever. How do you really know, you know? I'm clean, I think. All right, so... I don't know, like, I was, like, thinking about, like, you know when puberty, like, when you would, like, fuck, like, weird shit? Like, you kids just started puberty. Oh, you look young as shit, right? But remember puberty, like, when you figure out, like, and, like, what I would do is, like, I would fuck jacuzzi jets. Did anyone else? Like, that's what I would do. My parents, we had indoor jacuzzi jets. Like, I don't want to brag about how much money we had, but we had inside jacuzzi jet money, you know? And I found it, and I was like, oh, my God. You know, I just, you know, I was 12, and I was just like, oh, my God. Like, it felt good, it felt great, and then it would burn, and then I'd do 10 more minutes. I was just like, and I was addicted to it. But, like, as a little boy, you can't take a bath every night. That's weird, right? So I was like, oh, I got an idea. I'll bring a book in as an alibi. So I go to my parents. I was like, Mom, Dad, I love reading. I want to read every night, but I only feel comfortable reading in the bathtub. And my Jewish mother, she loved it. She's like, oh, my little Andrew, he's a little Rita. Oh, he's a little Hemingway, a little Shakespeare. Yeah, and then I got an F in English, and she's like, oh, I think he's fucking the Jets. You know? Yeah. That's not even the weirdest thing I fucked. Okay. It's 12:30. We could talk, you know. So I was like in my parents' bathroom, and I found my dad's pocket pussy. And I don't know if you know what that is. You guys are young. No, it's like a pussy you put in your pocket. No? You got it? Yeah, it's a whatever. It's a you know. So I find it, and it's like big and it's like hairy. I don't know. This is like Melrose Place era. Like this is early '90s. So it was just like so much. It looked like a dead ferret, and I don't even know where they got the hair from. Like a creepy Locks of Love situation. Like how did they get all this hair? Like who's giving away hair? And I'm like, and I didn't know what to do. But like I was like, whatever. I don't know. I think I just I fucked it. I fucked it for a little bit. And like I was like, it wasn't even good. Like I didn't like it was. You could still hear an echo. I hit one wall at a time. It was terrible. And what I would do with that, like if that happened to you, right? You take that and you put it deep in, and you don't tell anyone. You hide that, right? I don't know why I told you right now, but you put it. You don't. For 20 years, I didn't tell anyone. But my parents are divorced, and my dad wasn't around a lot. And I was like, yo, maybe, 20 years later, I could bond with him over this. So we're getting beers. I don't tell him I fuck it. I just go, Dad, I found your pocket pussy when I was a kid. And he's like, whoa, Andrew, it's not what you think. It was a mold of your own mother. Oh, I got so hard. Oh, I was into it, boy. Oh. It was just nice to know that we had more in common than I could ever imagine, you know? So I'm on Lexapro now. Yeah, I'm single. I've been single now for about 142 months. It's been a while. You know what I hate? Like, my brothers are married, and I was just with family. Don't you get sick and tired of couples always getting the beds when you're with family? Like, couples always get the fucking... What, because there's two of you? You think you deserve the damn beds, you know? And then my dad's like, hey, Drew, you're single. You mind sleeping in the pantry? Huh? Next to the canned goods, you single piece of shit. I don't know. I became an uncle recently, though. First time uncle. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's my only accomplishment in 37. It's mine. It's mine. I love having a nephew. I just don't love hearing about him all the time. You know, like first-time parents, they just brag about the fucking baby. Like my brother, he's like a hedge fund, like Wall Street guy, and he brags about the baby's percentiles. Like the baby's fucking stock portfolio. He's like, oh, look at this kid, huh? Look at him, huh? 95 percentile in height, 85 percentile in weight, 75 percentile in head size. What do you think of that, huh? I'm like, yeah, 100 percentile, don't give a shit. It's not interesting to me. It'd be way more interesting. I want to meet the parents with the lowest percentile, you know? Oh, little Timmy, yeah, little Timmy. Oh, he's 4 percentile in height, 2 percentile in weight, and has no head. Yeah, he's just a zucchini wearing socks. Look at him. Also, it's like, how long do you keep bragging about these percentiles? Like, I feel like the shittier the kid, the longer the parent will keep bragging, you know? Like, I can see my Jewish mother still talking about me. Like, oh, look at my little Andrew. He's 37 years old. He lives with 4 roommates. And last year, he made $13,000. But do you know that his head is still in the 92 percentile? Yeah. I don't know why. I think I'm like in this 37 single. So I just drank way too much in my 20s. Like, you play drinking games at all? A little bit? Yeah. Yeah, you went like that? Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, dude. Hey, bro. So I played this drinking game in Florida called You Got Left, and I'll teach it to you. It's simple, right? You get 4 friends, guy or girl, doesn't matter, okay? You want to go to a bar. It's got to be at least 30 miles away from where you live. Some of you are ahead of me. All right, so around 3 a.m., all you do is you sneak out with 3 to 4 of your friends real quiet, and you call your 4th friend on speakerphone and just say, you got left, motherfucker, and you hang up. Oh, it's a doozy, boy. It is a doozy. We left my one buddy, Sandy, at a strip club 2.5 hours away from where we live. He couldn't figure out how to get home. Yeah, so he became assistant manager. Then he moved in with the owner, got addicted to cocaine, ended up in rehab. Oh, did we get him good? Oh. Yeah, so I have a lot of odd jobs. I worked a lot of odd jobs. I worked as a fishmonger. Do y'all know what a fishmonger is? Do you know? You know? I'll explain it. It's kind of tough. Okay, let's say you want a pound of salmon. Okay, and you're like, hey, let me get a pound of salmon. So what I do is I'll cut up the pound of salmon, and then I give it to you like that. Are we getting this, or should we try another fish? We good? Should we try a snapper? I had this friend at the fishmonger store, and he was an illegal immigrant from Nepal, okay? He was my best friend, and the great thing is you get to learn about their country, and you get to learn, like, you get to find out what they know about our country, you know, and you get to, whatever. And he, like, his first name, I swear to you, was Diamond, right? His last name, also Diamond. Yeah, his name was Diamond. So I go to Diamond, I go, Diamond, you're an illegal immigrant from Nepal. You could have picked any name in the world. And you went with Diamond. So Diamond goes, Andrew, I wanted to sound more American, and I wanted to, how you say, fly under the radar. And I was like, well, Diamond, you couldn't be any more above the radar. But then Diamond would say interesting facts about Nepal. He'd go, Andrew, in Nepal, when you hit a man with your car and you make him half dead, you want to reverse back over his body, making him full dead, because if not, you pay medical bills your whole life. And I was like, well, Diamond, that is murder. Yeah, he drives an Uber now, actually. So, you know, I'm trying to meet someone. I'll end on this. I don't know. I thought I met a great woman. I really did. They were at a show. There was 5 women on a girls' trip. You know how you ladies get on a girls' trip. You're like, oh, let's be bad. You know, oh, a little jazz hands or something. Let's be bad. And she came up to me, and I found out she's from a small town in Texas, because she goes, oh, you were funny. You're the first Jew we've ever seen alive before. Oh. In my head, I was like, how many dead Jews has she seen? But then, like, I don't know, like, my penis was, like, kind of into it, you know? And so we start walking back to the hotel, and she just goes, I got to let you know, I'm fixing on getting a divorce. And I was like, I think it's divorce, but whatever. So we start going back to the hotel, and there's 5 women staying in one room like a brothel, right? And so we don't go in there. We go downstairs in a women's bathroom. I've never fucked in a women's bathroom. I'm sure these young guys have. So... Hell yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, that's the only place you fuck, huh? Yeah. So she gets in there, though, and she's only... Dude, she gets up there, and she's like, take me out here, you little Jew cowboy. Put some spurs on it. And I was like, oh, my God. But I had a couple spritzers, so I was, like, feeling myself, you know? I was like, you want the dick? You want it? You know? And I didn't know. And I get up, but the counter was too high. You know? So I was like, Like I realized like I'm gonna need stilts and somebody else's dick. You know, I'm just like, She's like, well, take me in the stall. And I was like, all right, I'll take you in the stall. And I was like, I could do missionary. And I lay her down. I take off my Old Navy hoodie that I was wearing, that I got for 40% off. And I put it down. I was like, here we go, missionary. I could do missionary. And I get down, but the tile like hurt my knees. So I was just fucking like this snapping turtle. Just this, But it was so funny because her head was going in and out from underneath the bathroom door. Yeah, so she looked like a mechanic, like. And we both just start laughing. I'm laughing because it's funny. She's laughing because she realized she made a terrible mistake. So the next day, I told my friends the story, and because it's fun. And my friend was like, yeah, but don't you feel bad that you had sex with a married woman? And I was like, nah, you know, because I fucked her so bad, she'll never cheat again. I saved the marriage, you know? All right, y'all been so much fun. Thank you so much for coming out.
Andrew Collin, everybody!